Dinosaurs!
So guys, I just so happened to have a big chunk of nether quartz here. And now I'm going to fortune it in a time lapse. Okay guys, and today we are going to work more on the castle. Now you guys probably haven't seen this in a while now. That dome's still not done, but I think I can start moving on to the other little project areas a bit. So as I said before, that's going to be like a shopping district. Got that building done, started there. I'm not completely happy with it. So I'm going to work on like houses and stuff, like little cliffside houses. So I'm going to have one right here. I'm going to deforest a tiny bit more of the birch trees. For some reason the leaves look a lot more transparent than they used to be, and I'm not entirely certain why, as my settings haven't changed at all. So that happened. Those sheep aren't moving, are they? No, they are. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna build a little thing there. I've got some materials, but I'll see you guys once I've got the area a bit terraformed and the foundation started. Okay guys, and welcome back. I've got the land cleared out totally. Yep, 100% complete. Yeah, you didn't see nothing. I have full inventory. Don't need that. Yay, smooth stone. But I've got the foundation down, and this is going to be more of like a European thing. So it's going to have like spiky roofs and some big windows and stuff. Now it's also beachfront property, pretty much. Like it's a beachfront cliff house area, so I think the entrance to this is going to be over here on this side of the cliff, maybe, like, yeah, on this side of the cliff over here. The front here will mainly be windows, probably a balcony out, most likely it's going to have a balcony out this side, small one really, maybe like starting here, ending on the first block in from there on the stone brick side, but we'll see where it goes from here. I'm going to do some wall decals and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I got the inside pretty much situated with the color I want. This is lime green stained clay. I don't have the floors done because I haven't really figured out what I want yet, but I have figured that on the outside it's going to be brick. So I'm going to have to go gather some clay and go underwater and stuff and go get some clay. Luckily I have a bit already that I've been mining just because I really did want to use brick for something, and I figured this would be a pretty nice project to do it. One thing I want to stop doing with my buildings is have the same material on the inside as on the outside. So this is pretty much like the stuff that's on the drywall or sheetrock, which is what's in front of the studs. So there are studs behind this, if you want to be envisioning and all that. Let me just replace this stone brick here, because that is going to be... there's probably going to be some stair trim or something in here on the sides for the inside molding part. So you're not going to see any of this, but I just figure I might as well make it in line with the other side, at least for just this tiny bit. I mean, you probably won't see this bottom block anyway when the trim is in, but I still have to make sure that the material I want in there looks right. So I'm going to go grab a bunch of clay, and we will do the exterior walls of this building real quick. So I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so I've got this frontish part of it sort of started. I've got a lot more brick, and I've got some more brick smelting elsewhere in the spawn chunks, but I think it's too much brick. I need to have I'm gonna have some cobblestone fences here, maybe some trap doors possibly. There's gonna be doors here, so that gives reason for the too high ceiling. Now there is the problem with having not the drywall on the inside, which I'm going to fix that. I'm going to move this out one. So I don't want it to be completely flush with this though. I sort of want it to have like a archy thing. Maybe I'll add some stairs or something, but I'm not really sure. I don't want it to be I don't want it to be flush, and since the staircase is here, I can't push it in more, so it looks like I am going to have to make it flush, but I can add some garden boxes. I want to put a window here so badly, but the stairs are right there, so it would look weird. That's building planning for you. So I'll see you guys in a bit once I have some things more situated and planned. And welcome to the completed, well, sort of completed, I finished the drywall interior of the new castle house. So as you can see there, I put like a little chandelier up there with torches not on the chandelier, because that's not how fences or glass panes work. And then in here we have the front room. I added another layer of drywall. Don't like it being like that. And you can see sort of through it. I'm going to change the glass eventually, maybe, for stained glass because it's more transparent. I didn't forget to finish this window. What are you talking about? That's silly. And I didn't definitely accidentally forget to make too many glass panes. Where'd they go? Well, I guess they just stacked. That would also be very silly and foolish of me. Why would I end up ever doing something like that? There we go. For a second I thought that was spruce wood, but it's not, it's dark oak wood. So I got the ceiling being dark oak wood, and the torches here are, the lighting is very weird. Just because, like, here it's fine, and there it's not fine, and I don't know why. But that's okay, you know, gotta deal with it. It's Minecraft's limitations, not ours. Let me just light this up, and then up here we're gonna have the roof bits. This is all slabs, so mobs can't spawn up here yet, because I didn't feel like lighting it. And then back here, I'm gonna have nothing. In fact, there is no back there. There's no back there. What are you guys talking about there? So for the upper windows, we're gonna actually use mushroom stems, which means I need some pods to grow some mushrooms. Okay guys, so I've been holding this off for a bit, but I have removed everything. Except for my base, of course, and, well, that part, you know. But everything in the world, I removed it all. You know, 'cause think, why have something that's bigger than my base in this world? I mean, that'd be kind of silly. So I removed every single block in the entire world, except for that one right over there. That one stays. No, I'm just kidding. It's just the world is not loading. Seriously though, I've been working a lot on this base as well, and I've gotten a lot of glass. This is about 17 stacks of glass in this, including this bit over here, which I still have to get more quartz to finish the stairs off with. But yeah, it's a lot of glass that is used in this. This water elevator here takes me up to here, so I can access the Pigman farm, which means I don't need the ladder over here anymore, which is nice. And I'm also opening this build up to the public, so it's no longer my base, it's a public multi-farm. So I made people think it was my base, so that way they couldn't say it didn't look good, because it's my base, and that would be kind of rude. So now, behold the new farm building. Get it? Because it's all the farms. And then we're going to have some automatic villager farms in 1.8. You may notice that line up there, that extends all the way over top of that. I'm going to increase it even more just to get the circle right, and I'm going to have an even bigger circle on top of the big circle. So we're going to have this circles, then bigger circle, then even bigger circle, and then possibly above that we might have a bigger circle, but I don't think so. I think that'll be the widest it'll go, because it would be 127 blocks in diameter, which is a lot of blocks. Let's see, 61, yeah, 127, yep. That is correct. Up here, of course, is the iron golem cells, which I don't want to work on right now. Actually, it wouldn't be bad to get them, at least this side, working, but I don't have a killing chamber or anything like that set up. And as you can see, the world is sort of starting to load in a bit since I jumped down the thing. The water elevator. And then up here, we're going to have this come up, I think, 3 blocks. Yeah. So up to the height of this with a wall. So it'd be like this, except not made out of stone. We're going to make this out of andesite. but we might just have to use stone as a placeholder for now. And then there's going to be a big quarter circle platform here for maybe like villager trading and stuff if I want to set up my own villagers up here, or some smaller farms, I think. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to put in these quarter circles here, but I do know they're going to be pretty cool and stuff. So I will see you guys once I have this built up to the level I want. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, welcome back, and I've gotten... almost fell there, I think. I think there's like one block up here that's not filled in. Nope, I filled them in all in. That's awesome. But so that's how tall the top of the circle is going to be, that top block there. I'm going to fill in most of it with cyan, I think, and add some quartz detailing in later. Now the wall here along this path is also going to be... oh right, this is the wall. I was like, why does that go back in? That's not supposed to be back. Now this is going to be the wall. I've just been marking stuff out, so it's going to go all the way up to the top and stay the same level, maybe decreasing a tiny bit, but I do want everything to sort of look flush and all that stuff. There's a bit too much stone in this build right now. That's because the other materials require cyan, which requires a lot of cactus and lapis. The lapis isn't a problem, the cactus I don't have a farm yet. So I've just been manually harvesting it and then smelting it, which is really annoying to do. Please add a cyan flower mojang. That would be very useful. Mob farm's working pretty well. I think that's just a glitching zombie, actually. Yep. Lots of mobs get in there, and I just go around. I go down there and manually kill them because we don't have our sorting system set up yet. But for now, let's just build this out of stone real quick. Again, just marking. And I will see you guys next episode. Next episode. I mess with you guys. Now I'm getting a lot more done, actually. It's pretty fun, but like this is 2 stacks of cyan clay is this bit on this quadrant of the circle. I'm gonna need a lot, and then in here in like the lines here I'm gonna put glass so you can see through, because these lines line up directly with the edge of that circle here and here, sort of, in a way, kind of, in a tiny bit. I think I made these circles a tiny bit too big. I think what I did is I needed a 5 wide circle, so I made it 5, but it was like right there is what I mean by 5, and I think I was using a 6 circle instead of a 5, which is why they're bigger. And if they were a 5 circle, the lines right there would have lined up. They would have been back probably around that point right there, if you can see the cursor still, and they would have lined up perfectly with these, which, you know, it still lines up fairly well, so I'm not complaining or anything. But yeah guys, very expensive project. But I'm gonna try to make some sort of makeshift cactus farm. I know I had one back at my starter base, which is not, it's still there, but there's nothing in it at all. I think there might still be some cacti in there, so I might go back there and raid those, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to go look up a design or do some testing and figure it out. That block isn't supposed to be there. But yeah, the whole quadrant area here is gonna be filled with cyan clay, and then around the edges and probably the middle, along those lines, I'm gonna have some redstone lamps to light up. And these are still going to be visible. I think it sort of makes it look a bit neat to be able to see some red from the bottom. So if I enter pearl down here, you can sort of see like some red and stuff. It doesn't match up too well with some of the things, but it still looks pretty neat. But the design itself is coming along quite nicely. I like how it's looking and stuff from the bottom. And then I have to do the same thing on those and those. I have to finish the circle around. But after that we should be good and able to, you know, continue with the farm buildings and stuff. And by the farm buildings I mean like the iron farm and things like that. So I will see you guys in a moment.